Peace and blessings, guys. This is Takia coming back to show you a video on my succulents, but not specifically on these succulents, but on those. Yes, so today's video is going to be all about my propagation. All right, and the reason why you would want to propagate is so you don't have this and no other plant to follow. I lost it. Stay tuned, guys. So I woke up this morning and I looked over in the corner and I lost my echeveria subsessilis, the blue and white one. I had to put a little tombstone right there to show, you know, that it used to be there. R.I.P. to my echeveria subsessilis. I'm so upset because it was one of my most beautiful echeverias. And this is what happened. So it looks like they all had some root rot. I did water it one time, but all of the bigger echeverias were able to handle the water, and that was one of the smallest echeverias, and I think it got too soaked. And I looked at it today and it was laying really flat. When I went to go pull off one of the leaves, this is what I'm getting. So if you have this black at the ends, that means that this is root rot. All of that is root rot. You can't save any. I did try to pull off some really quickly before they started to rot, but I don't think that I'm gonna have any luck. Looks like there's one here, maybe two, but they may rot. Yeah. All right, so guys, this is why we have this video, is because usually when I get a plant, I would usually take off the bottom leaves so I can propagate them, so I know that I would have another plant. This time I did not, because I loved it so much. I didn't want to remove any of the leaves, and now I do not have any of the echeveria subsessilis. So now I have to purchase a whole new plant. So for those of you who are wondering why you would want to do something like this, it's for that very exact reason. So you may want to propagate for you to have multiple plants. Maybe you just love the echeveria or graptiveria, or you see them so much that you want to replicate it, or you want to sell them. Maybe you have a whole lot of them and maybe you want to sell them at a flea market or something like that. Or again, just to replace ones that may die. So I did not do any of the echeveria subsessilis leaves. Again, I was admiring the beauty too much. But I was able to, I would say the past 2 months, I've been growing my cuttings. So I do have 2 trays here, and I did promise you on the fall tour that I would give you some update on my propagated succulents. Here are one of the most recent ones that I put in, and you see here that my this one actually is a graptiveria Fred Ives. That has been my fastest growing one, and I put that one in last. So this has been a month of growth with this graptiveria Fred Ives. So I have one that is shooting off very nicely here. Here I'm just getting some roots. This one I am getting a little baby from that, if we can focus on that. There you go, see the baby? There's a baby there. And just some roots. But I'm gonna get some babies from these graptiveria Fred Ives. And for those of you who do not know what propagation is, this is the process of plucking off the leaf cleanly so that it is a clean edge from the base of the plant, and allowing it to just sit out anywhere and allow it to just dry up so that the ends are calloused. I will show you one in a bit. So that they are calloused, and then you can just put them in dirt and just lay them flat in dirt. There's no need to put them underneath the dirt. Here is, let me see, these are the echeveria, what is this, the Black Prince. So these are the Black Prince, and you see how much good new growth I'm getting from there. Just clusters of new growth. So I have the Black Prince there. Next to it, you have the Black Knight. So look how those are coming all nice and pointy. So I'm definitely getting some good growth from the Black Knight. And the reason why I did propagate the Black Knight is because I thought it was going to die because it had the flower stalk that was pretty much killing it. But it did bounce back. So it looks like I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. So far, 4 successful Black Knights. And probably 3 Black Prince so far. So again, these are all the little babies, look like Black Knights and Black Prince, mostly echeverias. And even with this one, as you see, this little crusty leaf, you see that it is still growing. And that is because it is taking all the nutrients from the mother. And once all of the nutrients, I'm trying to focus, once all the nutrients is gone out of that mother plant, then you have to water it a little bit more and start feeding the roots down into the soil so that it can get its own nutrients. So right now it's still feeding off the mother plant. I do have some that have a tremendous amount of roots. I don't know why I keep saying leaves. A tremendous amount of roots with no babies. And from my research, I'm hearing that it's not enough light. So they're reaching out for light, but I'm confused because they're getting the same light as all of the other ones. But it's just that with that particular echeveria, as you see here, is the same one. I'm not getting any babies from those. Let me try. Sorry, back to focus. There you go. See, no babies. No babies. No babies. Just a whole lot of roots. The same echeveria, so I'm not sure. Here are my Graptopetalum superbum. So again, I'm getting, you see those nice red roots? I don't think I see any babies popping out from this. And this has been a month of growth. So again, no babies yet. So what do I do now once it's laying in that dirt and it starts to get roots? How do I water? I do not water with a watering can. What I do is I spray them. And I'll show you how I do that. So as you see here, here's one of my calicoes. And this one is being propagated. See how the flowers look right here? And they have roots. So you can be able to take each one of those off and you can root it for your own plant. Let me see, got some new babies. Look at that one. This one is actually the red Black Prince. Let me see, any other ones? So here are my, this is the painted lady, the Echeveria nodulosa that I recently got in there actually doing something. Here is that Doris Taylor, Echeveria Doris Taylor, and actually popping out a baby. I'm so surprised. Look at that, 2 baby Doris Taylors. Okay, so guys, I'm so excited about this process. I'm very upset about my subsessilis because I could have been propagating her and I could have saved her. And this was the blue and white one that I was so proud of in my last video. But this is how I propagate. So once I do pop off a leaf, I'll just leave it out. So this is my newest station that is probably not going to be my most successful because I'm trying to recover some leaves from root rot. So this is from the Black Prince that I currently have that has a flower stalk and it's not doing well. It's draining a lot of energy from it, and so I decided to propagate it. And look at that, and it's only been this one has been 2 weeks. So you see how they calloused over, meaning that the ends are sealed and there's no fluid, water, or anything coming out from the end, so it's all sealed. And once it's sealed, it starts to grow roots and then the baby. And I believe this one is growing, yes, babies. So it looks like I'm going to successfully propagate the Black Knights and the Black Prince. They seem very easy to propagate, as well as the Fred Eyes, because that Fred Eyes over here, it's only been it's been less than 2 months, and that thing is a monster already. It's growing very nicely. So other than that one, let me see, what else do I have? I'm trying to recover. I'm trying to see if I can propagate String of Pearls. I don't know, I've heard people, or I've seen people just put them down in the dirt and we'll see what happens. Hopefully they grow roots. I've just been spraying them. That would be cool. Here is I have another casualty, and that was my echeveria Lola. So the Lola died from root rot, which can easily happen in the fall winter time if you don't cut back on your watering. So this one hasn't grown any roots, and this has been over a month. It's just been sitting there. I don't know what it's going to do. So I'm hoping that it's just a slow grow, but I'm hoping that I do get some Lolas. And this one is the Painted Lady, the echeveria Painted Lady. This one had severe root rot. I didn't think that I was going to save any of the stems, but they're actually just sitting there. They're not doing anything. Now they're sealed up. So I'm hoping that I do get some roots. That's what's going on over here. This one is the Callousing. That's the bear's paw. That bear's paw has been in there for months. It has not died, but it has not grown roots, has not done anything. It's been in there for months. This one, I don't even know what that one is. That one is actually growing some roots. This one was from the Murasaki. Was it a Grapta Petula Murasaki? That one's not doing anything. As you see, there's the root rot right there. When the stem gets black like this, focus. When it gets black like that, okay, that is root rot. And I tried to remove all the leaves around it and just sit them out, and let's just see what happens. And then here are the leaves from my echeveria chroma. That was one of my favorites, and that one also got root rot. See on the bottom. Maybe if I could focus it nicely. There you go. See that? And although, see, there's a root from one of the leaves, but the stem has root rot. So whatever I can salvage, that's what I'm doing at this point. And you see now that I have some roots from that. So I'm hoping that now I could be able to salvage my echeveria chroma, because the chroma is such a beautiful succulent as well. So guys, this was just a quick video just showing you the succulents that I do have that I'm propagating. It's important that you're giving it enough light. You don't want too much of direct bright sunlight because they're new babies, and you do not want to burn the roots since they're not under the dirt, or burn the babies because they're brand new. So they do just stay on the floor and they just hang out next to the lighting system that I have for my succulents, and that has been enough growth, and especially for this one that's on the edge. And maybe it's from this foil. I'm thinking that it's from this foil that is allowing it to grow a lot, because the light is bouncing directly onto it off of this foil. So maybe I should line all the sides with foil. Foil helps to increase the light. So there we go. And only thing that I do now is I just spray it, and I spray it maybe twice a week. So when I do spray it twice a week, I just use a regular water bottle with water, and I just spray. I've never had a problem with my leaves rotting because of I'm spraying on top of it, because I allow it to dry completely out, and once I allow it to dry completely out, and then I just spray it again, and that's it. That's all I do. I don't do anything else. So again, I just pop off a leaf, and let me give you an example. For example, with this one, this echeveria minima, I don't have any of that one. As you see, I have some really, you know, beat up leaves on here. So what I'll do is I'll just take off a cutting. It's a clean one. Let me see. Trying to find something that's easy. Let's see. What can I take a cutting of? Let me do this one. Wiggle it. These are so hard. Okay, let's see if clean brick. There we go. Please let it be a clean brick. There we go. All right, so we have this one, and you see how it has, it's fresh at the tips, so you would not want to put this in the dirt. What I do is I just either just leave it out, okay? I leave it out and I wait for it to just dry up. Once it starts to callus and it gets like the brown around the front of the edge like that, then I'll just sit it right into the dirt, just like that. I don't dig into the dirt. I don't put it in upside down or anything like that. I just leave it that way. I've seen other people take it and put it downward into the dirt. You have to just be careful about the watering because it can get some root rot. I've seen people put it in sideways to save space. It doesn't matter once this callus over. So once this dries up, then it doesn't really matter what position you put it in. You have to just be mindful of your watering, okay? And then once it starts to dry out and it starts to grow roots, then you can start spraying it. But I wouldn't start spraying it until it's calloused all the way over and you start to see little roots appearing. Once the little roots start to appear, then it's going to need a drink. And I just missed it. All right, guys. So don't be like me and have casualties like this, okay, without having a backup. So that's the whole point of propagating succulents. Again, to have multiple plants, but to always have a backup. And that's what I'm going to start doing now. Every new plant that I bring into the house, I'm going to pop off at least 2-3 of its leaves from the bottom, and then automatically just start propagating them just as a backup. Okay, there we go. So this is my little station. This is nothing compared to what I've seen other people do, but I just wanted to just give you a basics on if you're just starting out like I am and you just want to just get the basics on propagation, here you go. Very basic. Okay, nothing else to do. And then what I can do is I can start to, actually this leaf, this one can actually stay on for a while, because for the mother is still alive, still has a lot of nutrients in the leaf, so it's still taking from the mother. And I can cut this off if I want to, or I can just let the mother sit there until the mother dries out, and then it's no longer getting any nutrients from the mother, and then I can bury the leaves and then have it start growing, just so that you can see what it looks like. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna put it in its own pot yet. Again, I'm gonna sit there and wait until it no longer needs its mother. Okay. There you go. Like for example, this one is going to soon not need its mother because the leaf is drying out a whole lot. And this one, definitely this one. Okay, guys. What's this one? Nice little roots on that one. Just some cute black prints. Okay, guys, so again, thank you for watching. Okay, I hope this helped somebody, and if it did, please hit the like button, subscribe if you want to get any more updates to my videos. All right, give me some nice comments, some constructive criticisms, anything like that. Tell me anything about your plants. If you need any assistance, I'm here to help. So again, as always, peace and blessings, and I hope that your plants bring you as much joy and life. I like to say that. My plants give me life. So I hope it gives you that as well. All right, guys. So take care. Peace out.